how to start this video. Well, first, I smoked a joint. I have had the experience of discovering that weed is a spiritual tool and a healing tool. We already know that it's a healing tool, obviously with the legalization of medicinal marijuana. I remember that I had seen a shaman who had done a mushroom journey with me where I took mushrooms, which I had done mushrooms prior to, but never with a shaman. And when I did them with the shaman, the experience was totally different. And I was like, what is this? You could see spiritual things through this experience, and I had a healing and everything. So how he did it at the beginning was there was like a native ceremony style thing where he had a feather and he had lit, I think maybe sage, and then he set an intention, all this kind of stuff. He did this whole ceremony thing. So one day I was smoking weed and I decided to do the same thing. Not as intensely, but similar. So I'm just going to explain how I do it. So I hold the marijuana that I'm about to smoke in my hand, and I pray. And I prayed and I asked God to bless it and to protect me, and then to give me some sort of insight, explain something to me that I didn't understand, show me something that I couldn't quite seem to figure out. I said, I trust you, and I just know that you will kind of give me the messages that I need. I can't really remember, because that's the one thing that's a side effect, is that it's hard to remember. So it's good that I'm recording this, because at some point I may not remember this. But it's hard to remember, but I just remember messages coming through, and I was like, wow, this is like totally different than any time I've ever smoked weed. I just could understand things better. I can't quite explain it. You just have to kind of hang out with me when it happens to understand it. But you are hanging out with me right now. It happened multiple times. I continue to do this, and I continue to have these experiences and these insights, these messages. It was almost sometimes when I was saying them, it was as if I was listening to them, yet I was saying them. So like I was talking and saying something, and I would be listening and saying, like right behind me, like, really? I don't know. That's the best I can explain. It was like I was listening to a teacher, but the teacher was coming through my mouth, and I was like, huh, okay. Anyways, I decided to do it today and record it and see if I can get the same experience. I would say that not all the time does it happen. Maybe 4 out of 6 times kind of thing. I was told by a spirit, not a person, not someone alive, an actual spirit from the spirit world. She said that God sent her to kind of assist me with my life. Yeah, she taught us so much stuff, mainly about like how the world works and God and everything. And she was like, weed is not a drug. It is she actually called it a spirit. She was like, weed is a spirit. But that's why you can get this like connection when you smoke it. And she's like, just don't smoke it more than once a month, because after that you're just abusing it. So yeah, if you're gonna smoke weed, I would recommend that you don't just smoke it to get high. Like, I know that's all good and everything, but like if you were wanting to have this experience, then I would recommend that you pray and then you ask God. That's it. That's it for that. Okay, let's talk about, yes, okay, you can use this as a spiritual tool, as a healing tool. But when I smoke, there are perks to it and there are cons to it. That's why it's something that I don't believe should be used more than once a month. I agree with her, I understand, because when I smoked too often, like back in the day when I was ignorant and slightly addicted and needy for it, my memory, nope, like it was horrible. I would forget my friends' names. I would be like, we would do something, I wouldn't remember it. I couldn't recall things. I just couldn't recall things. And then there's a glitch that can happen, that does usually happen. And this is I go to the fridge to get something, and I'm at the fridge and I'm like, what did I come here to get? And like legit like down there thinking and I have to say to someone, hey, what did I come in here for? More than that, I'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to do it, and then I'm talking, and then I'm like, oh yeah, if I do remember to do it, I'm like, keep telling myself to do this, but I keep getting distracted. So then I go to do it again, and then next thing you know, I'm distracted, and it's been half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever later, and whatever I had planned out to do, I didn't get done. So distracted, loss of memory. I would say mobily, like how I move my body and how my mind thinks and how fast it can fire and then move and express, talk, hear, everything. It's like delayed. Like right now, I'm having it. It's happening right now. I don't know what I was talking. Like, what was it talking about? What was that? Like, what was the whole point of this story? What am I talking about? I'm talking about marijuana. Oh, I'm talking about the cons of marijuana. That is a freaking con, like, coming to manifestation. Oh my goodness, you eat so much, like you're so hungry. And you don't give a rat's ass about what you eat. At least I don't. And the people I hang out with don't. And you're like, yeah, I just had a full meal, but that's okay. Like, I get so hungry. This is what I say about when I smoke. I get so hungry, I will eat the freaking condiments in the fridge. Like, I will suck on a ketchup bottle and be like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. That's a pro, right? Like, con and pro. Con that you'll eat anything, pro that the food tastes so amazing. So good. Yeah, like if you want a good food review, you should get them stoned first. If you eat so much, or then you're unhealthier, and then you're gaining weight or clogged arteries, you're lazier, I'd say. Like, this isn't always true. I know guys that would smoke weed and go to the gym, but like most of them are just like, no, like I don't want to go, I don't want to do anything. Yeah, veg out. Veg out is like eating and laughing and sleeping, whatever. Why am I even talking about like, oh yeah. Oh my god, again, like why am I talking about this? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the cons. What did we start with? Okay, doesn't matter. Let's see. What did I talk about?